Good morning, Wendy. How are you today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for agreeing to be interviewed by me today.
My
And
pleasure. Thank you.
my intention is actually to help inspire and support others. I mean, this is my mission to inspire and support others to look after themselves better and to look after their relationship better. And for this period of 4 weeks, I would like to interview successful business owners, successful in their own right, of course, to share, their success secret. Everybody has challenges, whether it's my viewers or yourself or any other success people out there. So I'm intrigued to find out how you actually overcame your challenges in the past, whatever they may be, and then build yourself and your business to the way you are now, to where you are now.
Yep.
Yeah, wonderful. So my first question would be, how long have you been a candle consultant?
I have been a candle lady for 9.5 years now.
9.5 years, so it's been some time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I've only been doing it full time
yeah,
for 2.5 years.
great, great. And when you join a company like Patty Light, you will be asked, what is your why? So what is your why?
So originally, my why to join the business was for my little dog. He got very, very sick, and I had a $2,500 vet bill. So I
Yeah.
actually needed a third job to work around the two jobs I already had. So I looked into
Wow.
Party Plan, and that's how it all started.
Yeah.
But over the years, it obviously changed because in the first couple of months I had that paid. So I thought,
Yeah.
I'll keep going. It's quite decent money. So I was
Yeah.
quite surprised. So I kept going. And now I would have to say it provides myself and my husband the lifestyle we want. So I can work in an industry where I love my job. I enjoy it, where I never really had that before.
If I may
Yeah.
ask you, what did you do before you joined this full
So,
time?
so basically my history in my career-wise was I was a manager in sort of hospitality and retail.
Okay.
So that's where most of it was. I left school early,
Yeah.
moved out of home
Yeah.
before finishing school, so on and so forth. So I never actually went to uni or anything like that. So I kind of got stuck in the hospitality sort of industry and then went into retail as well. But it's all kind of the same sort of industry that it takes its toll emotionally and not a lot of people love their jobs for a long term period in that sort of industry. So,
Yeah.
but I got stuck in it because I was uneducated. I didn't know where to go, and I had to work. I couldn't leave
Yes.
to go back to school or anything like that. So that's
Okay.
about 15 years I spent in that industry. So
Yeah. You had to work simply because you had to earn something.
yes, yeah, and a job was a job,
Yeah.
and I never ever thought I'd have my own business or anything, and I would have liked to have re-educated myself, but it just wasn't possible financially. You can't leave work to go re-educate yourself and live off Centrelink or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just wasn't possible.
Yeah.
So that's So the fact that it took me a long time to discover there was actually a business in Party Light.
Yeah.
I originally just thought, it's just this little party plan thing we earn a little bit of cash on the side, and that's
Yeah.
sort of it. But then going to the conferences and stuff like that, you kind of went, oh, hang on, there's money in this industry if you actually work it right and do it right.
Sorry. That was actually my alarm. Disregard that. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Going back to your why.
So now my why is to earn a substantial income, a full-time income, working part-time hours, so I can spend more time with my family, my dogs. I don't have children, so they're my fur babies.
Yes.
And I get to travel the world for free. Like, it ticks all the boxes, and the number one thing is I actually love what I do, so it's priceless in itself.
Wow, it's great to hear that you're actually, I could feel the energy that you're happy doing this. Yeah, wonderful. You found the one that fulfill you.
Yes, and I I wasn't looking for that. I didn't know
Mm.
that existed. So
Yeah.
the fact that I found that,
Mm.
it's wonderful, and I want to run with that and keep going with it while it lasts. I'm quite happy to be a candle lady for a long
Awesome.
time.
Yeah, no worries. Now, I heard that you suffered from a mental health issue. Would you be willing to share with us what kind of issues you had mentally and when did it start?
Yeah, yeah. So I was diagnosed with bipolar probably about 7 years ago now. I've probably been mentally ill for a lot longer because I did struggle with in high school with self-harm and all those sorts of things. So I do think I was mentally ill for quite a long time.
Yeah.
But I was properly diagnosed, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And they stick you in a box, so I got the bipolar box.
Mm.
So, so it's been an interesting journey.
Okay. When you were properly diagnosed and put in a box, as most people are, how did you actually react to that? To okay, so now I'm this thing. Did that diagnosis make you feel stuck in the label?
No, I actually found relief. It helped me understand. It explained a lot.
Mm.
I always knew I was not the average or the normal. Surely people don't live like this all the time. Maybe it is normal or something like that. To be told that no, you are struggling with life because of X, Y, Z, or your brain's just not quite functioning like it's meant to, or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It was a relief, if anything, because once you know what the problem is, you can either try and fix it or deal with it or understand it better.
Yeah.
So, no, it was actually a positive thing for me personally. So, yeah.
Oh, amazing. And how soon after you've been diagnosed that you ask for help, and who did you ask?
So I went straight to the GP, basically, my doctor. She's a wonderful lady and basically said I pretty much had a breakdown and went and seen her straight away as soon as I got back, and she helped me find a diagnosis and everything like that, and then she put me on to basically a therapist that could help me, as well as medication to manage it all, so on and so forth, and we were on monthly visits, so I was constantly in contact with her because we had a really good relationship, and so that's basically who I dealt with, and she pointed me to the right directions for all the support that I needed. So I basically ended up seeing a therapist and then managed it with medication, basically.
Yeah. And how are you going now?
I'm completely medication free.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yes, thank you.
Sounds awesome.
I do understand that medication serves its purpose and it's very, very vital in your recovery and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I still struggle. Like, I still have my bad days. It is a constant battle. There's no magical cure or anything like that. But I am happy to say that I no longer need medication. I can manage it that way. But I also understand that if I need to go back on medication, it's there.
It's there.
So my husband's very supportive. He's very understanding of my moods and behaviours and everything like that. He does pay attention, and he'll pull me up if he believes that I need extra help, so on and so forth. So I have a good support network as well.
Oh, it's amazing to have someone that loves you unconditionally, isn't it?
Oh yes, he puts up with some hell. He has, but he's done well and he's survived so far.
Yes, you need to give him some more candles to relax.
Speaking with candles. And
To
free
relax.
holidays.
Oh yes, paid holiday is nice.
Yeah.
Definitely. So how did you overcome your issue in the past? So in this forum you can inspire others with similar issues to consider your strategies. Not every single strategy worked for absolutely everyone, but which particular ones that worked for you, therefore maybe someone else consider that.
number one, I'd have to say is definitely become familiar with how your brain works. Your triggers, the things that set you off, understanding that you will have bad days and that's okay.
Yeah.
And putting in coping mechanisms. So obviously if you going out for the day and being around people is obviously going to trigger you that day because you just can't even stand being in your own skin, then don't go out, work from home or do things from home, but also don't let that overwhelm you. So don't let that take control or give it too much power, because you can hide for a little bit, but don't do it for too long, sort of thing. Force yourself to overcome and grow from those fear and uncomfortable moments and so on and so forth, those bad days, as I call them. It's definitely understanding how your brain works. I almost look at it like there's two me's. There's the unwell me, and then there's the practical, rational me that can identify, oh, yes, I'm obviously having a bad day.
Yep.
What can I do to help get through it? Because once I do the things that I need to do, whether it's stay home and work from home or so on and so forth, I can I know it's not going to last too long, sort of thing. So it's definitely, I do recommend understanding your illness, being okay with it.
Yep.
I very much so learnt that, do you know what, we're not all the same. We're not meant to be. Life would be pretty boring if we were. And just because you've been diagnosed with a mental illness doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're broken or anything like that. It's just a quirk.
Yeah,
exactly. We call them in my house. It's just a quirk. It's just another part of your personality. Yeah. Just make it a positive part, not a negative part, and accept it for what it is. So it's made me realise it's a part of me, and I'm okay with that now. It's made me who I am today, and I'm a better person for it, if anything, for the journey and the struggles, because as long as you're working to be better, you'll always move forward.
Amazing. So from what I'm hearing, so understanding of what the condition you're having and acceptance, sounds like acceptance is a big part of it. And
Absolutely.
Also looking for ways to move forward from it, not just stuck in the box or label, whatever you've been given.
Yeah, absolutely. About growth and becoming a better person, whether for everyone it's different, but just about improving and growing. So whether it's one little bit a day or it takes you months and months to take one step forward, that's okay. Yeah. There's no time limit. Like, as long as you're working towards growth and being better in yourself and accepting yourself for who you are, then your life gets better. It really does.
Great. Oh, you're so inspiring. I love this. You're a leader in this company, and regardless of your mental health, it seems like you are a people magnet. You managed to sponsor, quite a few consultants underneath you. How did you do that?
So I wasn't always a people person, or I didn't think I was.
Yeah.
Obviously, before I started Party Light, I was quite an angry, bitter 25-year-old that had a lot of issues, and obviously didn't realise I had them. I felt that I didn't like people. I always felt that people were here to take something from me, or you just couldn't trust people. But in this industry, obviously you meet a lot of people, so I've learnt that, hang on, we're all in this together. We're all battling the same battle. We're all trying to do our best in life that we can. So I've just learnt that people are genuinely nice people. They're not out to generally hurt you or take something. So I find that just building relationships and getting to know people, and if I can help them improve their life, then I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. So when I identify someone that Party Light could help or change their life, even if it's just an extra $100 a month or something like that, then I like to offer the opportunity to them, and it's just letting everyone know that anyone can do this. It's you don't need experience. You don't even need to like people in the beginning, but anyone can do it, and it really can change your life. So with sponsoring and bringing on new consultants and basically just offering the opportunity to everyone, because it really can make a difference, and it's quite a powerful business, and I I think everyone can take something away from it, whether you're a consultant, whether you're a customer, or whether you're a host. I just believe this industry really is powerful and it can change a lot of lives. So it's just about sharing it and hopefully helping people. Like, yeah, it's very rewarding. On my end, I get lots of rewards out of it, and I know on their end they can too. So that's my main focus and in sharing it. But it is all about a learning curve, because you can get really frustrated when people are like, oh, no, it's not for me. It's like, oh, but this could change your life. I can see it. But they can't see it, so it's okay.
It is not for everyone at one particular time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
and I just let them know, look, you know what, if you ever change your mind, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And when the time's right for you, come see me. So... Yeah.
And if you can share with me, what was the funniest story that happened during one of your candle parties?
Well, it didn't. I have this lovely customer. She's Italian. She's beautiful. She's very good in her career that she works in. God love her. English is not her first language. And she shared with us at a candle party that she got given melts as a gift.
Yeah.
She didn't realise what they were, so she for the last 12 months had been using them as soap. Yeah, so God love her.
I wonder if they clean very well.
She wondered why they weren't lathering very well or anything like that. She said they smelled beautiful, but she couldn't understand why they weren't quite like working like soap should. And but she said they lasted ages. And I know, and I'm like, oh, honey, I said, because she just laughed when I spoke about them at the party and explained what they were, and she's like, oh, and then she had enough courage to actually share it with us, which I thought was wonderful. But
that's why it doesn't lather.
Yeah, so for almost 12 months she'd been using our melts as soap. So, God love her.
Now, next question: how do you look after yourself and your relationship?
Okay, well. It is a constant battle with myself. I've struggled with my weight for over 10 years, so it does bother me. I try not to let it bother me, but it does. So exercise is really important. I find that I do feel better mentally and physically if I'm exercising. And me personally, I love to powerlift, so we like to do lots of weights and stuff like that. Can't get me to run, but I'll lift 100 kilos, no worries.
Yes.
So exercise is really, really important. I do have a very unhealthy relationship with food, so that is a constant battle. So I'm really working hard on that at the moment. So I think obviously what you put into your body is really, really important. I don't drink. I don't smoke anymore. I don't drink tea or coffee. So they're... I'm good in that sense, like I'm really good in that sense. So, and just it really is just understanding and knowing yourself and being okay with it and trying to treat your body the best you can as well as your mind, because that's all you got. There's no replacements or anything like that. So if you stuff those, life's going to be quite challenging for you. And unfortunately, my father died at a young age. He only died 3 years ago. So that made me realise that life is too short to waste it and not look after yourself. So,
and how about your relationship? How do you look after your relationship with your husband?
Nick and I work very well. If we spend not too much time together. So we do have our separate lives, and then we have our percentage of life that overlaps with each other. That seems to work really well for us. I'm more than happy for him to go do the things that he loves and four-wheel driving and camping and all those sorts of things. I'm not a huge lover of that kind of stuff, so I work my business and I have my dogs and stuff like that. So it's having that quality time together as well as that quality time apart. That's really important. And being that my business is such a big focus of my life, he's very involved in my business as well. He's a very smart businessman, and he even knows how to process parties. He knows everything about the candles. He comes home with orders and everything like that. So he's a very big part of that as well.
Oh wow!
So I think just
very supportive.
Keeping your own identity as well as keeping your identity as wife or husband or partner or so on and so forth. So I think that's probably the key for our relationship. That works really well. So
amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your struggles and successes and tips, so we can adapt that for ourselves if we like. So I hope that especially viewers, whether it's in your network or my network, that has mental health issue or in similar sort of circumstances, can rock the world together after watching this video.
I hope I can help someone.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Wendy. All the best.
No worries, Ingrid. You have a beautiful day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.